So as we talk about schooling, let's talk about what's happening in the realm of higher education. And this is fascinating, right? 16 of the country's biggest and most prestigious schools, universities I know you know, are being hit with a big lawsuit over how they work together to figure out financial aid for students. Take a look at some of the schools mentioned: Yale, Brown, Penn, Columbia, Cornell, Dartmouth, Georgetown, Notre Dame. The list goes on. You need an SAT score of like 7,000 to get into any of these schools, right? But now you've got 5 former students bringing this suit who say that these universities are giving priority to kids of wealthy donors. And they're considering whether potential students have the ability to pay to basically collude and try and limit student financial aid. So what does tuition cost at a school like Yale? You're living on campus, almost $78,000. At MIT, it's $77,000. At Penn, it's $83,000. And their endowments at the end of the 2021 fiscal year in the billions. Yale, $42 billion. MIT, $27 billion. Penn, $20.5 billion, which is to say these schools have a ton of money. I want to bring in Ken Delaney. And Ken, walk us through this suit, right? Because I think this is interesting to people who followed or were interested in the Varsity Blues scandal, et cetera. Like, what do schools and universities do? And now it's like this lawsuit's accusing, hey, if you have the money, you're more likely to be able to get in, right?
Yeah. Well, look, as someone who's a few years away from college bills, those tuition figures make my eyes water, Hallie. And by the time Monroe Jackson,
I don't even talk about it. I don't even want to talk about our 529, man.
Doubled, right? So start that college fund now. But look, this lawsuit takes aim at a group of elite universities that, full disclosure, includes my alma mater and yours, Hallie. This group was given an antitrust exemption many years ago, one that allows them to coordinate on financial aid policies. The idea was to craft a set of common standards for determining a family's ability to pay for college. And as a condition of being in this group, all the colleges pledged to be need blind, meaning they would admit students with no regard for their ability to pay. But what this lawsuit alleges is that some of these institutions are not need blind because they give preference to the children of mega donors. And because of that, the lawsuit says, this group amounts to a price-fixing cartel that prevents students from using competition to shop around to get a better financial aid deal. The suit says that this alleged price fixing has cost the plaintiffs a lot of money, and it seeks financial damages. And it's interesting to note, Hallie, that the lead lawyer in this case was the lead prosecutor in the Varsity Blues scandal you mentioned.
What are the universities saying?
By and large, they have not commented on this lawsuit, but in the past, they've defended this financial aid group as a good thing because they say it makes more aid available to minorities and to low-income students. And it does that, they say, by trying to eliminate colleges competing for students by offering financial aid that the students may not need. And it's worth mentioning that 2 studies of this group have not really found any benefits to lower-income students, but they haven't found any harm either. The studies have found that the financial aid numbers tend to work out about the same for students in this group and colleges that aren't in this group.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.